We're live, and I don't know if you can. The goddamn thing isn't moving.
The sound.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, can you go on the thing and see if you can hear us?
Hold up, hold up. Let me plug in my headphones real
What
quick.
the fuck is going on? Booty doody doody doody. Because we can hear ourselves fine, but this thing isn't moving at all.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, okay. Maybe the other one was working then. Because this thing doesn't show shit. All
Okay.
right, we're good now.
I'm gonna share this link.
Yep. Share the link. You can change the lighting to something that fits us.
No.
We're getting character. Oh yeah. It's the cool Miguel now on the podcast.
No such thing.
You share the link yet?
Well, it's shared now, doofus. I think you'll like it.
Don't call me a fucking doofus,
You know
you
what?
son of a bitch.
No one makes me go.
I really wish we could use like some like samples or something, but like when you're on YouTube, especially YouTube Live, they got you like monitored like a fucking hawk.
They're watching
They are.
it. YouTube's one of our most frequent
This is great.
users.
God damn, what a handsome man.
He looks like a potato.
Yeah, he's my type of potato.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that the one I sent you though? That I don't know who the fuck XQC is. I guess he's a streamer.
Yeah, I've heard his name.
But did you see the meme that he posted? Where he's like, bam, taller, bam, bigger dick, bam, better at sex. Like, and I'm like, dude, this dude is roasting the fuck out of like some fucking like 17-year-old for like no reason. Well, they were on a stream together. They were on a stream together, and that dude literally had like his girlfriend like grinding on some dude behind him. And this dude, the Andrew Tate was like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, well, she has a right to like her own friends or whatever. Wait, can you talk?
Yeah, I can talk.
Keep speaking, please.
No, I will not keep speaking. Let's see how I sound on here.
There we go.
Good lord.
Okay, wait, keep talking. I'm just gonna check your
Let's
mic.
see.
Keep it going.
I am gonna keep talking. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah.
I feel like your mic isn't working again.
But I'm perfectly fine on here. No, I will not keep talking. I'm in defiance. Yeah. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to do?
I don't
I'm
know.
I'm
Then I
done.
guess maybe it's my headphones. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's your headphones because I'm playing the stream and I sound fine. Or maybe you're
Hmm.
just going deaf. How about that?
There you go. Fuck yourself, you son of a bitch. I do everything for this
That's what you're
podcast.
for. You're supposed to do that.
Wait, change the lighting.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot to make the lighting.
Ooh, change the mood. What's up, fellas?
Who's here?
No one.
There's one oh yeah, that one person was probably me.
That was probably you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hoo, hoo, hoo,
Running the
hoo.
most successful podcast on earth.
Damn, look at these girls' tits. All right, let's get on with the show.
Alright.
Well, what should we talk about first? I guess we should. Actually, you know what? I have a pretty cool story.
Yeah.
So I went to do I want to do an open mic
Yeah.
yesterday, and I'm trying. I was like, I gotta like try going to like different spots, to see if I don't know. You have to try stuff with different crowds or whatever.
Yeah.
So I get there, um, and the show like before us is like an all women's show. So immediately I'm like, I don't think this is gonna go well. I don't think this is my type of crowd, and this is like in Melrose. So this is like woke white women HQ,
Okay.
and I get on. Sorry, like the host gets there, right?
Yeah.
And already like like this dude has like a very like sort of like Ethan Klein feel to him. Like he's like this, like he's literally like just like, what do you call it? Like hunching over with his arms like this, just like weak.
Weak beta male.
Well, he kind of listen, I don't know. He kind of I kind of had that feeling, but the dude was funny, right? I'm like, I don't give a shit. But then the first person goes up, and it's some girl, and this dude is like fucking like, it literally felt like he.
Laughing at her joke.
No, no, no. God, put the mic closer.
I am
Listen to me.
fine.
Trust me.
No.
Anyways, so he's like crunching like plastic in the back the whole time that she's on. So she's like trying to talk, and he hears like like crazy in the back, and I'm like, what the fuck is like wrong with this dude? So I got on the mic and I'm like, "Damn, dude, you've been fucking like you're like making hella noise in her set." And she was like, and and I was like, that's messed. I was like, you have an easy job, and he's like, you try it, and then, and then I said, I was like, I bet I could do it. I was like, I got twice the testosterone, and he's like, ha. And I'm like, why am I doing this? I'm starting off this terribly by fucking insulting the host.
White Knight Miguel, you can't help it.
No, I
If
mean,
Miguel sees a woman facing injustice, Miguel has to stop in and
yes,
destroy the, you know,
yeah, I got him. You hear
rapscallion.
that, NBC? I killed that
He
mansplaining son of a
vanquishes
bitch.
this rapscallion and asks the woman if she will engage in
Yes.
coitus with him.
Well, anyways, then I went into a trans joke and I said,
Okay.
this is okay. This is the premise of the trans. I said being trans is sort of like recustomizing your character halfway through the game. And some woman in the back was like, "That's not true," and I'm like, "I know, that's lady. I am aware that that is not true." And I did say kind of, because it kind of is, right? You're literally like you've been living your life one way, and then you recustomize yourself to look another way and be another way. But anyways, I bombed. Um, And then I was like, I looked at the dude. I'm like, I'm never coming here again. I'm like, I literally, like, I was like, I literally could not have got him worse. Not only did I do terrible, but I fucking insulted the dude who runs the mic.
That's great.
I know.
Which place was this?
It's called the Hollywood Comedy Cat. It's just called the Hollywood Comedy. It's on Melrose. And some dude at the other open mic, he told me to go to this one. And I got there and like the only other dude that I recognized also gave him shit for making noise because like again people would be up and this dude was like beeping the fucking microwave and you could hear like beep, like you hear like a beep 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 and it's like you're in a small place, you know what I mean? And
Right.
like it's hella distracting. And it's also like you're paying for the time to be up there. It's not like you're like if I was getting paid for the show, you could do whatever the fuck you wanted. You know what I mean? Like I care about the show, but I'm getting money, but I'm paying to be up there, so the least I expect is to be able to hear the lack of laughter perfectly, you know, instead of like he was it literally felt like he was just crunching a fucking water bottle the whole time. Like it was terrible.
That's epic. That's his.
And he got people's names wrong too. Like he announced me like before it should have.
He was like me hell.
And dude, and he walked behind like some dude like on stage, just opened the door, just heard having a conversation with some dude outside, and then like came back in, like walking right behind him. I'm like, this is the most unprofessional dude, like dude ever. He had a what's the name of that character from The Simpsons? That the bus driver and the DJ.
I don't
Well, you know what I'm talking about,
know.
right?
Yeah.
He had a T-shirt of that dude on. So this is like, this is the like I was like, fuck, like this is a guy I should be friends with,
Yeah.
right? But I'm like, I don't know.
You're so hard to like, Miguel.
I did notice that I was like, I think I have to don't I have to come off as hot by insulting the host and making jokes about trans people. And
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, I
That's
should,
strategic decision.
I know I should warm up to that.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was a good time. Already, I guess, becoming getting known around the scene as a fucking
Blacklisted already.
yeah. Already is like this is the transphobic asshole.
Transphobe guy insults the host.
Yeah. Woo. Well, listen, guys. There's a lot of news to get to.
Is there?
Well, I mean, let you watch the Black Panther 2 trailer, of course, right?
Yeah, I did.
It looks sick as fuck, dude. Straight up, like it looks hella like the shots of Namor like turning around, like
Yeah.
wearing the Aztec regalia and shit. Like I was like, that actually looks sick
It
as
looks
fuck.
cool. I just had a realization halfway through the trailer.
What?
I was like, I don't care.
Well,
That was my issue because like halfway through the trailer, I was like, if Namor wasn't in this, I would not care at all.
oh no, if he wasn't in, I wouldn't care at all either.
That's
That's
the
what
only takeaway from the trailer I had.
I was gonna say. That's the only reason I care. And I also really like. Is her name Angela Bassett, the
Yeah.
actress?
Oh, she's sick. I love
Dude,
her.
her speech of like, I have the run the most powerful country in the world. My whole family is dead. I'm like, yeah, I like where that's going. I hope she becomes a villain too. That would be cool. But I am like, I don't know. It's looking a lot like they're gonna try to replace Chadwick Boseman with three women, right? Like they're gonna like put Cherie and Ironheart. Is that what her name?
I'm so annoyed that this character is
I mean, it's clear pandering, but I don't think they're related at all in the comics, right?
no.
Right? Like it's just like, oh, she's black too. Put her in the fucking movie.
Yeah.
And then fuck some other woman. Well, the thing is, I like the bodyguard. Like, I actually would prefer if she became Black Panther, the one who
Okoye?
yeah, I love her. She's great.
Yeah.
I really wish that there was a way for it to make sense for her to take up that mantle.
I was telling my friend, I was like, because I was someone I said right now, I was like, I just don't care about this movie and the people in it that much.
Yeah.
He's like, what about Okoye? I'm like, okay, I'm here to watch a Black Panther movie.
I care about T'Challa. I care about
Exactly.
the black dude who knows martial arts. All right? I'm here for Wesley Snipes superhero edition.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about anybody else in the movie because again, what did you say the bodyguard's name was?
Okoye.
Okay, Okoye is the only other I think character that is cool. Nobody else in that movie is like cool except for Michael B. Jordan who got fucking and even then he's kind of like fucking I don't know. Even then he looks like a UC Berkeley student. But I'm saying like the character of Killmonger is a sick ass character. That actually, again, he's from royal blood. He had the suit. He knows how to fight and do all this shit. He has like his motivation for the shit that he was trying to pull off is morally gray enough that you can turn him back. It's not like Wanda where she just went fucking insane.
What do you mean my mic is acting up? It's right here, Dennis. I was listening to the audio earlier and it sounded fine.
What I tell you, son of a bitch.
But I played it on here and it sounded crystal clear.
Listen, listen. We'll just get the other mic. I trust Dennis.
I don't.
It's okay though. I mean, just change it
That's
for
why
this
I
one.
don't trust him.
It's fine. I'll have to take a look at that.
Oh, that's annoying because it sounded fine. Which side is it? Yeah.
I don't.
Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis, is that good?
Is this better? Are you still here, Dennis?
Hold up. Talk.
Hello, Miguel.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay. But it sounded fine when I played it on
No,
my
I
phone.
turn around. No, turn it around. The mic, not you.
I know.
Oh, okay.
This?
I think that actually is better.
Is it? I don't know.
No, I'll turn it around again.
Miguel sounds normal, but yours sounds echoey. Now turn it back around. Okay.
All right, keep talking.
Okay. No, I think he was saying this way sounded better the other way around.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay. So I'm assuming this is good, Dennis. I'm gonna keep talking like this. But point is, I don't care.
right.
I saw someone bring up an interesting point because I'm a little in the middle on the whole Black Panther recasting thing as of now. Because on the one hand, he's an actor and he was a professional, so I know he realistically would have wanted the character to keep going on. On
Right.
the other hand, I think what would be best would be to just wait and then recast.
Yeah.
What I think is the worst idea seems to be what they're doing with this movie, which is he feels like he just died and
Right.
it's already coming out, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he died of a disease off screen. Goodbye." Because
I mean,
someone made a good point that I hadn't thought of. They're like, if Spider-Man died, if Tom Holland died tomorrow, they would not stop making Spider-Man movies.
they won't. They're not gonna do this for anybody.
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, if anybody dies at all. What? What did it say?
I have heard that his brother wanted him to be recast. Like, said it like was okay with him being recasted.
Listen,
but what do you
here's-
mean? What they wouldn't be doing? What
I mean, like any character, like any actor dies, they're gonna
they're gonna
they're gonna keep making the movies.
yeah. But what I mean is they would make Spider-Man movies with Spider-Man.
Here's why I would recast him. Because it's all about T'Challa. T'Challa is a great fucking character, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't want to have this like just some random like person try to be fucking Black Panther. Like I don't you have all these comic book storylines that you want to adapt and a lot of them don't work without T'Challa. Like
I think the issue is they released a statement very early, and I think they released a statement that was responding to the concerns of people when Chadwick Boseman's death was very fresh, and people like were very in their feelings about it, and I think they made a response and decisions
yeah.
based on that, as opposed to what might be best. Because yeah, if Tom Holland died tomorrow, halfway through filming Spider-Man 4, they would not rewrite future Spider-Man movies without Spider-Man.
I know.
Spider-Man and Peter Parker would still be in the MCU.
Well, what they're trying to do right now is they're trying to make the movies about Wakanda instead of about Black Panther. What?
Vincent, what are we talking about? Talking about Black Panther 2, man.
Wait, pull up. Talk to the tip of this.
Oh, talk to the tip.
Talk like this.
Talk like this. Like this.
Yeah. You're gonna have to keep that shit super close. We'll figure out what happened. But yeah, like, cause the thing is too, like, even right now with Namor, like, it's about T'Challa versus Namor. It's not about like
Yeah, that's
Wakanda versus
one of my
Atlantis.
favorite rivalries in the comics.
Right.
It's sick. I love that they're just two dudes who are the rulers of these like ancient but like super advanced civilizations that just don't like each other. And I've always liked Namor.
Yeah.
He's always been not one of my favorites because like he's no one's favorite, but I've always liked him.
Yeah.
Because he's
honestly, it's almost like he doesn't fit in the universe. Like he's very like separate from everybody.
Yeah. And what's sick is he is one of Marvel's first superheroes. He
Right.
was on their first superhero team, the Invaders of Captain America and
Invaders.
yeah, it was the OG Human Torch, the robot one. It was
Yeah.
Captain America, Bucky, and Namor.
Nice.
So he's one of the OG characters, but I like what he's become over the years, that he's just this dude who's a complete dick
Yeah.
and is just like occasionally is sometimes siding with the heroes because their interests align. He's never a villain, really.
No, he's either third party or sides with the heroes.
Yeah, and when he does side with them, he doesn't like them.
Yeah.
He hates everybody. He hates Black Panther. Hates the Avengers. Like he's just a dick. And it's interesting.
Well, he
'cause he's
doesn't
like
trust them. He knows that they would all gladly like take over Atlantis if they could.
Yeah, he's the anti Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Where Doctor Doom is like either neutral or a villain,
Right.
but he's also, you know what I mean?
And Doctor Doom wants to take over the world while Namor wants to be left alone.
Yeah, he's like the antithesis to him.
I don't like that they're gonna change the name to Atlantis though, to like some bullshit.
Well, I actually like what they changed it to.
Here's why I don't like it, because they're trying to like, I guess, stop these comparisons to like Aquaman.
Mhm.
You're Marvel. You're the alpha here. Take over Atlantis. Like, this is what I was thinking about, right? So like, Thor adapted like a bunch of Greek gods and shit.
Mhm.
Dude, everybody remembers that over anything in Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you could just say like, this is Namor, he's the king of Atlantis, and everybody would be like, all right, Atlantis is in Marvel. Like it would just like take over. Like,
yeah, we were saying that, Ben. The Aztec design stuff is dope.
it looks sick.
Yeah, really great designs. I just think it's cool because I like what this mythical world is, and it's like this underwater kingdom where like people who drowned, like they're.
I don't think they're gonna like do that specifically. I think they named it after that, but I think it's gonna be literally just Atlantis with like another name. Yeah. Why are they blue though? They're not blue in the comics, are they?
Yeah, they're.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of, because I honestly what I remember Namor from the most is Marvel Ultimate Alliance, like that whole like that huge level that you have in Atlantis.
Yeah.
And then from Ultimate Fantastic Four, in which he's like the world's like he's like is
racist,
insane supervillain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I love that they all like he's like super OP. Like he almost stretches like Mr. Fantastic Four out. He fucking like almost breaks the rock, like the Thing's arm. Like,
yeah,
he's like insanely OP.
Yeah,
he like crushes like Sue Storm's fucking like force fields. I'm like, what the fuck?
The Ultimate Universe, like their characters, like again, it is called the Ultimate Universe. They're like always like so more like ridiculously OP than the 616 universe.
Well, because
like Captain America and Ultimate Universe is as strong as 616 like base Hulk.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous. It's insane. But yeah, Namor is nuts in that universe. Mr. Fantastic is nuts.
I love Mr. Fantastic's arc in the Ultimate Universe. And again,
he becomes evil at the end.
Yeah, because Sue leaves him and a bunch of other shit. But what I'm saying is I didn't notice it, but then obviously like I saw like the screen caps, and I was like, all right, Namor has the wing feet, so I hope he's gonna be able to fly. Mm-hmm. I hope that he's a mutant, because he's super OP in the comics because he's fucking half mutant, half Atlantean.
Yeah.
Like he's literally like his dad is human, I think, right? And his mom was an Atlantean. But even then, like his dad had a mutant son, so you have this like combination of like
Hmm.
three different fucking species that it results in this badass.
Yeah. No, Namor's cool.
Yeah. I really like how the aesthetics blend in.
Hmm.
Like I said, like I love like his suit and the way he looks and everything.
Yeah. Good casting too.
Yeah. Um they I kind of wish he didn't have a beard. I don't know.
I actually like it. I think it was
I
cool.
mean, not he looks bad, but like
You like the comic book
I actually,
look?
but I mean, yeah, I guess. Well, the thing about the comic book, the way he looks in that is that he looks hella alien. Again, he
Yeah.
looks like an Asian alien in the
Yeah.
comic book.
He does.
In this he just looks like a dude. I love that. When they show that shot of of him getting of him being born,
Yeah.
and then you see his like little winged feet in the baby,
Yeah.
and the fucking blue people are like, what the fuck is this? Do all humans have this shit?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, dude, I don't know. I guess I listen. Here's the thing. I hope that they don't just cast him off as like a one time villain and he but fucking gets
Nah.
killed by Shuri or some bullshit.
Nah. Because again, we were talking about this. Namor would fold Black Panther in
Right,
half.
like that's what like if he
He's
has the
super powerful.
if he has the powers of the comics, like he would literally like take over Wakanda.
Due to the moonlight lighting. Listen, it's the
What?
good and the bad.
Don't be
Miguel's the bad.
homophobic, bro.
Yeah.
We're gonna end this episode with a suck off, which which is a competition of sucking dick. Maybe it was self-explanatory.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. All right. What else was announced? A
Um,
bunch of shit, right? I guess. Did you see the leaked Ant Man trailer?
I saw a clip from it, and I love that clip of Kang.
I
That's
tried
a
to.
sick line.
Yeah, I looked for it a bunch, but all I could see was like all I could find was one that showed like the top like right corner,
Yeah,
and I was like, I can't even hear what the fuck they're saying. And then I obviously everybody was talking about that line about Kang. I'm like, have I killed you before?
that's a dope
Have I
line.
killed you before?
That's a sick. He's like,
Shut
I'm an
up.
Avenger. He's like, oh, you're an Avenger.
Yeah, you're not blue, bitch. You don't scare me.
He is
He
gonna be blue.
I hope so, because I
I
was very disappointing in seeing just again what looked like a hippie black dude at the end of fucking Loki, and I'm like, is this supposed to be threatening? I didn't like the way his character was portrayed at all in that shit. So I really hope that he's more of like a militant. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
Well, I
very.
I think it's clear from what they've implied that we're gonna get a bunch of versions of him.
No, I know, but listen, as long as we get one
Like
version
the
that's
main
like the
one, the
comics,
evil one.
yeah, like as long as we get that,
I think
I'll
we
be
will.
fine.
I'm fairly confident we will.
Yeah, and a Ryan Gosling one that we were talking about.
Yeah.
And they should do one that's Tom Holland, and nobody gets why.
Yep.
It's just like this is Kang Tom.
Kang Tom.
Yeah, and it's like what the fuck? What universe is this? It's like this is your universe.
What have you heard about the X-Men show, the animated
What?
one? You know they're doing that
Oh right.
follow up because it. I don't know if you heard. It takes place.
Yeah.
It's a prequel to the universe that they go to in Doctor Strange.
Oh really?
Yeah, apparently from what I heard, it takes place in that universe.
No way.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
So we're
That's I like what they're
wow.
doing. Like they're kind of expanding. I think this is, and I've talked about this a little bit before. I think this is what they should do with their TV shows is just
Yeah.
do some multiverse stuff because the Disney Plus shows are hot garbage.
Yeah, they were all pretty bad.
It just was just Loki.
Except for Loki and What If.
And yeah, some random
What If
other
was
episode.
fucking amazing.
Again, that Doctor Strange episode is nuts.
Yeah, like yeah, What If had a couple episodes that were kind of like all right, but the last I think two or three are all like insane. Like
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm so happy that that's what's happening with because I was actually looking forward to like freshman year,
it's
but I
gonna
was
look crazy.
yeah, but I was like, you know what? Here's what's gonna happen. If they actually had something really good, they would have never wasted it on a fucking cartoon, right? So like all the good shit from Spider-Man is in the movies. So I was like, if they're gonna do what they're doing right now, I think it's like way better. I love the art style. I love that they can just have like all this creative freedom and they don't have to make it fit
Yeah,
into the
exactly.
MCU because it really wouldn't make sense for him to have all these adventures
Yeah, outside then.
outside of like before even Civil War. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm crossing my fingers that it'll be like Spectacular Spider-Man level.
I don't know.
I'm proud because it has potential. I love the art style; looks really
Yeah,
unique.
it looks dope as fuck.
Yeah, we'll see. If
But
they get Esposito to voice Green Goblin, I'm gonna go nuts.
yeah, he shouldn't be Charles Xavier. Do you agree with me
Yeah,
that it's a terrible casting?
no, yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think he'd be a good.
Yeah,
I mean, he'd be
and it's
good at.
not about him not being
I think
white.
he'd be good in anything, but I think there are better choices for Professor X, and I think he'd be better
I'm
suited
gonna be
for
real
it.
with you. I don't think he has the range to do anything but a villain. I know that he's typecast, but I've seen him in other stuff. Like I saw him in this like Spike Lee movie,
Yeah.
and even then, it's like I was like, I just cannot see this dude ever being like paternally like sweet. Like it's impossible.
Who would we cast as Professor X?
First of all, a British dude perhaps would be a good idea.
Get Hugh Laurie and shave his head.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, listen, Patrick Stewart was like insanely perfect for the role. Like, it's
I will say it's gonna be tough to
yeah.
ever top the castings of the X Men movies because
I
those
wish they
were.
could just get James McAvoy because I actually really like him.
I did too, but I was talking. I just think that it would be because he's too young.
No, I know they need someone new.
Yeah,
Well,
it
first,
needs to be someone older.
also they have to get rid of the like World War II storyline now. I think they're gonna need to find like some other
Some other tragedy.
well, some other war. I
What
mean,
about Pol Pot? How about that?
yes, exactly. Just make Magneto Cambodian or something. Like, here's the thing, because I really like that is stories about humans like that he went through like a genocide, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, listen, he cannot be 100 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have to change his race or whatever to fit into like another genocide, then might as well do it. He already comes from a white supremacist genocide, so we don't even have to wokeify it at all.
Yeah.
Just literally keep the same one.
Yeah.
Maybe Magneto stole a car and ran away from the cops and got shot, and he's like, this is literally like the Holocaust.
Magneto, but it's the American Civil War. I think that's a little older than World War II.
Yeah, no, he was a Confederate.
So short answer is I don't know who I would put for them.
Yeah,
It depends on what they do, because I think there's just
Jason Statham. Jason Statham was Professor Charles Xavier. Yes, and have him, and he's no longer in a wheelchair, and he no longer and he doesn't actually
how
have.
is he gonna melt your brain for telling you?
No, but that's the thing. He doesn't have. All right, he doesn't have telepathy anymore. He's like his new power is kung fu.
Yeah, I had considered that.
Who?
He said they could change the Magneto ages differently.
No. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess they could
Maybe
do
they
that.
froze him to study him.
No, but the thing is that well,
Yeah,
it's
they'll do
this.
something.
Don't they both have to be the same age? That's the thing,
Yes,
right?
because that's the Professor X and Magneto were buddies.
Right.
So again, it could be like Ben said that.
Maybe now they're gay lovers.
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that was always how it was.
It's pretty heavily implied.
Yeah.
Um. All right. What else was announced? Well, they announced
Marvel Zombies TV mature.
But is that a cartoon?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
TV mature cartoons, pretty bloody.
Yeah, I know. I've seen Invincible. Jesus Christ, it
It's
can get pretty fucking bad.
yeah.
I mean, that one doesn't. I mean, it's not the blood that I'm like, woo! Can't wait to see gore. It's more about like just like it's actually like pretty well written like story about the like how to deal with superpowered zombies.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm curious because what I remember what I said when they announced when I saw that zombies episode. I was like,
yeah.
this has great story points that don't hit because they're crammed into a 20-minute episode.
Well, I mean, they were just trying to like do. I mean, like
I was like, if that had been one
Yeah.
episode had been stretched out to one season of TV, you would have had like great like story points.
and that's what they're gonna do now. I hope.
Well, it focuses. It's a different story set in the same universe.
Good.
Yeah. So Ant-Man, because it ends with Ant-Man, Spider-Man, and Black Panther.
Well, the
getting
thing
away.
is that this like that version was very focused on like the MCU heroes,
Yeah.
and Marvel Zombies doesn't really like.
Yeah.
Like first of all, Spider-Man Zombie's a pretty big character in that one.
He's the first one.
Yeah, exactly. So
That comic book is crazy too.
yeah.
That book is
Wait, are you thinking about that one? Or are you thinking about the one where the Punisher is hunting them?
No, I'm talking about Marvel Zombies.
Okay, because there's another one where they don't turn into zombies; they turn into like
That's the Punisher one, right?
Yeah,
No, I'm talking about
I
the
was gonna say
one.
Spider-Man's the first one in that one too.
Yeah, I'm talking about the one where they eat Galactus's corpse.
Oh, okay,
The
nice.
Robert Kirkman one,
Right,
where like,
sick.
yeah, it's
Got
bad.
his ass.
Yeah, and they like eat the Silver Surfer and turn
Doesn't
him
he
into.
turn?
Yeah, so they
Yeah,
turn him into a zombie, and
yeah,
then
which is
Galactus comes.
insane.
Yeah,
um,
crazy book.
they
Really
also
super messed up book.
they also announced a bunch of different movies, right? Like they announced
And they gave releases. So they announced Blade,
right,
hype.
Dope,
Daredevil show,
Avengers, right, and
2 Avengers
I don't
movies.
like that it's 18 episodes. So I'm like, it's a little much.
But yeah, so I texted the chat when that happened. I was like, this is either going to like doom it or save it.
I was like, 18 episodes. Relax, motherfucker. Make fucking like 5 good ones. Jesus.
I
Fucking 18? What are you? You're fucking. Was it going to be like a sitcom? There's going to be like fucking Full House with Daredevil?
just have Magneto and Xavier going to new bodies like they did in the movies.
No.
Shut up, man.
Terrible
Um,
idea. Look
but
at this. We got fucking Canadian Kathleen Kennedy in the chat.
but what were you saying? Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be 18 episodes.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't know. It's written by some goofy ass writer.
Oh, really? Who's it written by?
I don't know. They didn't do anything good though.
What has he wrote?
I'm trying to. I
Oh.
don't remember. But I know it's like one like bad thing.
That's the thing. Again, I mean, I know I've said this a million times, but good writers are the biggest commodity in Hollywood. There's way too much. There's literally, like, I would say 120 times more content than there are good writers. Um, and they announced 2 Avengers movies. But
Come out like 6 months apart.
so what I'm tripping on is, I guess they're really gonna kill Kang in Kang Dynasty, because Secret Wars, like, unless they do it like a different version where Kang is still the main villain, Secret Wars isn't really like.
It's not Kang's story.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's literally it's Civil War
But
on crack.
the Secret War story is they just zap him to some like the Beyonder zaps all the superheroes to a
No, but they're
planet.
not doing that, right? They're
And he's
doing
like, fight.
they're doing the multiverse
Yeah.
version. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, like, that's more, again, that's more like Civil War on crack
Yeah.
than it is
Well,
like.
the multiverse version was nuts because it's about Doctor Doom becoming God.
Oh, right, he becomes a Beyonder, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he finds actual God and becomes actual God
Yeah.
and uses his powers to pull like pieces
Stuff
of the multiverse and
right.
form them into one world.
Nice. I didn't like, though, when they did that in the comics, where they were like, I think even Brian Michael Bendis was like, like, we ran out of ideas if we ever get the Ultimate Universe together with the with
Yeah.
616, and I'm like, you should have just let it die. I'm like, I mean, like, in the terms of like printing storylines, I'm like,
The only
fuck
reason they
it.
did it was to bring Miles Morales.
I know,
because he's
yeah.
the only thing that survived.
I know, and I know that's why but they could have just made somebody new. They could have just like have him come
Through a
naturally.
portal.
Yeah, exactly, or whatever.
Yeah.
Or he just shows up.
Yeah.
He gets shot by the cops. I don't know.
They just wanted to destroy the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah, which
It
to
had a good run.
it's my favorite version of the comics,
Yeah.
honestly.
What do you think of the version of Wolverine? Because like his powers are like, I don't know if you remember how his powers work in that one.
No.
It's so he doesn't have a healing factor. He has a super evolving factor where anything that happens to him, his body will evolve to survive it. So like if he like they like do experiments on him, like they rip out his
Yeah.
lungs and his body mutates to breathe through his skin and they cut off his head. So like because like Wolverine in the 616 is like nearly
right.
impossible to kill, but it's possible.
Right,
The
right.
Ultimate one can't be killed because no matter what you do to him, his body will mutate to survive it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I remember that. But doesn't he just literally get like exploded by Magneto?
Yeah, but I think he rebuilt. Oh yeah, that's what was stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that what was done was that they exploded him. And
Yeah,
then
because I think
and
he
everyone
goes
was like,
he goes to try to kill Magneto, and Magneto
Yeah.
just fucking explodes him.
yeah, and everyone was, and the whole that was why no one liked his death, and they're like that literally goes against the entire point of this version of the character
Oh.
is that he's supposed to be able to survive anything because his body will mutate.
So what happens when they cut his head off?
They actually, I forgot what happened. His body found a way to operate without his like head.
Oh.
It's like literally like his body will mutate and like evolve different.
He breathes through his
around.
dick.
Yeah,
He just has eyes on his cock, and
Yeah.
he's like, "This is better."
yeah. So
Um,
that's how that went. I don't know.
What else was on the disc? Oh, should we talk about Andrew Tate?
I, d- he's just Dan Bilzerian to me. I'm sorry. I know you love him.
Listen, I think he's very funny, and again, I told you he reminds me of Patrice. Now I understand that he's not obviously not as funny as Patrice, and there's not a, and not
There's
there's
not a lot of people in history who are as funny as
of
Patrice.
course, but what I'm saying is like he reminds me of Patrice in the sense where he just like saying wild shit that he knows is wild, but that he believes it. You know what I
That
mean?
is crazy.
All
And
right, but
my
I'm saying it's
problem is
funny.
I know too many people, and I get that maybe whatever. It's just I know too many people who are like, yeah, that stuff's cool. Because I know people like Dan
That's crazy.
Bilzerian,
Yeah.
and they're the same person. They
No,
say the same thing.
but here's okay. But here's that's what I'm telling you. Dan Bilzerian doesn't have again 1% of the
I
personality
don't
this
care
motherfucker
about his
has.
damn
But
personality.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I like him because he's likable in this. Like he's funny. Dan Bilzerian is not funny. He's not charming. He's retarded. He tried to fucking kill Stephen Paddock with like a fucking like Swiss Army knife. Like
Yeah, that video is crazy. He runs up to a cop. He's like,
yeah, can I
"Give me,"
borrow a gun?
he's like, "Give me a gun, give me a gun." I'm
Yeah,
like, "What are you gonna do? You're like, this dude should have just shot him in
I
the
know.
face."
He's like, I failed out of the Navy SEALs. I trust me, I got this. I'm like, bro, you do not have this. First of all, they all had like Glocks trying to shoot some dude with a fucking sniper rifle on like the 57th floor. Like, what is? Did he think he was like the dude from Wanted? And he was like just gonna like, and the bullets gonna woo. And then
Yeah,
by the time it reached, Stephen Paddock already killed himself. I don't know. I really like the dude. I hope, dude. Imagine if he fought Jake Paul.
I want to fight him.
Dude, that would be fucking sick if he fought Jake Paul. Cause here's the thing. I've seen like Andrew Tate's like highlights. He has good wins. He used to be like he was like a you know, I guess an average like kickboxer.
Yeah,
But he's also gotten like lit up and like KO'd. So I'm like, I don't like this isn't really like I don't think this is the fight that I hope it would be. I think it would be like pretty competitive actually.
yeah.
Cause
Well,
also Jake Paul's like fucking 25 and this dude's like I think this dude's been fucking like abusing women and doing fucking like smoking cigars for like the past like 10 years, so
yeah.
that'll sap your cardio for sure.
I don't think. Yeah, because I will say that would be the one fight that wouldn't be rigged.
Dude, and you know, and the buildup would be the best fucking buildup. Because again, another thing, Jake Paul is good at trolling through social media, obviously, right? Like he knows how to make videos. He knows like, oh, like let me edit this and do that. But like in person, like Ben Askren roasted the fuck out of him, like Woodley roasted the shit out of him. Andrew
Mhm.
Tate would light him the fuck up. Like it would be so funny.
Yeah,
I love that guy. Maybe one day I'll be his friend.
I just want to bring him on the podcast and
I
fight
would,
him,
dude. I would. He would again. He would call us faggots. Like he would literally be like, "You guys are gay." Like he would like be grilling us about
and I would
our
just make fun of
pussy
him for
getting
being
habits.
bald.
Yeah.
And I
Then he would
know
look at me and be like, "You son of a bitch! You're halfway there."
you're fine. You just have your hair buzzed. He's actually bald.
No, I know, but that's what I meant. That's what I
No,
like. He would say.
he has a receding hairline, and
Well,
that's why
he's
he shaves
done.
his
I
head.
think he's like completely done.
But he's always like, I shave my head, because like wanting to care about the way your hair looks is gay.
But he cares about the way everything else looks.
I know.
He fucking works out and he wears like nice suits and shit.
That's what we're talking about
Yeah.
right now, cutie Steven.
Yeah. I mean, listen,
I don't like Andrew Tate. I
yeah,
want to fight him.
he's a beta. I personally like him.
Exactly.
I personally, well, I just find him very entertaining.
I think he's
Again,
entertaining, like to make fun of. I think he's a
no,
loser.
I don't think he's a loser at all. Like, I just think that he has a very
I think he's an idiot.
what do you call it? The way that he lives his life. Again, because it makes
It's
total
very
sense.
sad.
No, it makes total sense when you realize that he lives in like fucking Romania. Right.
I'm an Andrew Tate fan. Most of his takes are good.
I agree, dog.
He's mad that his dad left him.
Andrew Tate's dad was like a fucking like a genius chess player or some shit. I saw a
Yeah,
video of him when he was like 21 years old, and he was on a show that was kind of like you just get like a bunch of like young people and they travel the world and you know they hope they fuck each other or whatever. And there was one dude in the show.
I love to debate. Why don't you like Andrew Tate? I
Oh
think
my
he
god.
good. I don't know if this is someone I know that's messing with me or if it's an actual Andrew Tate fan that found this.
I'm an actual Andrew Tate fan. You son of a
Well,
bitch.
shut up. But you actually just said he was a beta, so you're clearly
No, I
not.
said you're a beta, not
Oh damn,
not Andrew Tate.
you doofus! You're a
Yeah,
beta.
so that's why he doesn't like it. Was he's a beta. He
Cap.
feels threatened by him.
No, I don't feel threatened by him.
I do. Just kidding. I love him. I
Okay.
don't. I think we'd be good friends.
I
Again,
don't know.
I don't think he would respect me. I think I'm too short, but I would try to be his friend. Yeah.
You try to be his friend.
Yeah, it'd be like he's like, I don't need a keychain. And I'm like, I'm just trying to be your friend, bro.
I think he has half good takes and half ridiculous, stupid ones. I think it's pretty obvious that he was raised by some like deadbeat dad. My favorite story is the one where he's
Yeah.
like, "My father taught me never to take shit from a woman." He would disappear for months at a time and hook up with all these women, and he would come back, and my mom would ask him where he was. He'd be like, "Sorry, son, don't take shit from bitches," and he would leave for another 3 months. Like, yeah,
This dude rules, bro. What do you say?
I feel like I'm halfway on whether or not it's trolling.
Oh, listen. Here's what the one thing that I will say is that what made him famous, what made him go viral, is him talking about women. But that's not really his thing. His thing is like you said, the Sigma shit. His thing is more about like
Yeah, but all that
the
Sigma shit
Jordan
always goes
Peterson
down
on
to that.
crack sort of angle.
But every time look into these Sigma stuff, it always boils down to like, shitty, just like almost like it feels like it has to be ironic, like Sigma misogynistic takes.
I don't know. What do you mean?
He's the most. Do you all know Hassan Piker, or is there
Hassan
another Hassan?
isn't
Bro,
like some flaming liberal fool?
yeah, Hassan Piker. He's the
Yeah.
one who said like America deserved 9/11. He's like, it's not actually what I meant.
That's pretty funny. Who is this comedian?
He's best friends with Ethan Klein.
I was gonna say, is this the male version of Ilhan Omar? America deserved 9/11. Who is this fucking guy? Is this hilarious?
He's co-host the new H3H3 podcast. They have one together.
Ah, is that the one where they fucking get pegged by their wives?
Yes.
Um,
Right. He asked me who his son is, and
I mean,
so yeah,
listen,
potentially, if you're talking about Hassan Piker, whatever. Yes, I know.
maybe Hassan Minaj. The dude had a fucking the Woka show. Well, I mean, I actually like his show was all right, but I was like, I know exactly what he's gonna say before he says it. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, really? You took this position? Wow, what a fucking, what a, who would have seen this guy be like, damn, these Republicans.
Yep. We do need to leave in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think
So
we should listen.
cutie Steven.
Listen,
If you
I
have
like Andrew Tate. I think that a lot of the shit that he says is true. I think that here's the thing though. There's stuff
Miguel
that
also gets no bitches.
listen to me. He says stuff that I think that I agree with, but that I wouldn't live my life by. Like when he says like I told you, like when he says like he thinks that like it's worse when women cheat than when men cheat. I agree with that, but that doesn't mean that I am like, well, that means I can cheat. I wouldn't cheat. I think I again, I don't think it's as bad when men do it in the sense of like men can't men don't get attached the way I think women do. But I still don't think it's right. I don't think it's a good relationship when the guy is like can do whatever he wants and the woman is completely like submissive. You know what I mean? But I understand what he says that like, oh, like guys want that deep down inside. I'm like, yeah, but that's like saying like, oh, every guy wishes he had a wife and that he could fuck like a bunch of other women and his wife would never leave him and then cheat on him. It's like, yeah, but and I also want to fly, and I wish I had laser eyes, but that's not the fucking reality we live in. You know what I mean? Like you give and you take. Like you have to how to explain? Like you can't expect somebody to like give it their all and you don't give it, you know what I mean, the same effort. That's what I mean. I'm like, I understand what you're saying, and yes, in a perfect world, like it would be cool, I guess, to have that lifestyle. But even then, I still don't think that's actually true happiness. Like I really don't. Like I don't think that's sustainable. I think that's fun for a while. Like, dude, Dan Bilzerian got married.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like even this dude who like fucked half of Slovakia or whatever, even he was like enough. So that's what I mean. I'm
Yeah.
like, it's fun for a while. I'm sure of it. I've had fun a couple times too, but I know that eventually it will not fulfill me. You know what I mean? I know eventually like you need to have like I don't know, settle down. Unless you're like, I mean, listen, these people that don't settle down, they look like they have like a lot of fun, and they look their lives are great, but they all fucking die of a heroin overdose. They all fucking shoot themselves. So it's like that should let you know that this is not sustainable.
Yeah.
I
With
don't know.
that being said, I really think we should call it here because we need to go to the movie.
Please follow.
Yeah, please follow Cutie Steven.
Yeah, please follow us on
I don't think he's here
Instagram,
anymore.
on Twitter at SpicySpake69, and I will keep posting my
Andrew
stand
Tate,
up shows. No,
and he'll
not
keep
just
posting his Andrew Tate
yeah,
love fan fiction.
yeah. Hopefully, I don't start shit with the host again.